की भाषा, प्रजातंत्र के शास्त्र की भाषा।
हिंदी भाषा राष्ट्र की भाषा, प्रजातंत्र के शास्त्र की भाषा।
देवनागरी लिपि में भाषा, जन जन के मन की अभिलाषा।
हिंदी भाषा राष्ट्र की भाषा, प्रजातंत्र के शास्त्र की भाषा।
भारत की सारी भाषाएं इस भाषा की बहनें हैं।
भारत की सारी भाषाएं इस भाषा की बहनें हैं।
मुकुट राष्ट्र भाषा का सिर पर शोभित इसके गहने हैं। पढ़े वही जो दिखे, सुने वही जो लिखे। पढ़े वही जो दिखे, सुने वही जो लिखे। ये विशेषता हिंदी ने पाई है। संपूर्ण राष्ट्र के जनमन में हिंदी से एकता आई है।
हिंदी भाषा राष्ट्र की भाषा, प्रजातंत्र के शास्त्र की भाषा।
विश्व के सारे ज्ञान है इसमें, जन जन के मन यही रमी।
जन जन के मन यही रमी।
मृदुल प्रकृत संगीत भरी, मन भावन पावन प्रीति भरी।
पावन पावन प्रीति भरी।
भारत की अक्षुण्ण एकता को हिंदी से मिली महत्ता। सच है एकता की प्रतीक हिंदी।
Hey friends, let's know about France. France is famous for its bread, for croissant, for wine, for perfume, for its fashion.
Jean Petit qui danse, Jean Petit qui danse, de son bras il lance, de son bras il lance, de son bras, 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 et de sa main, 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 et de son doigt, 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 hey, ainsi danse Jean Petit. Jean Petit qui danse, Jean Petit qui danse, de son pied il lance, de son pied il lance, de son pied, 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 et de son bras, 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 et de sa main, 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 et de son doigt, 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 hey, ainsi danse Jean Petit.
Des noms aujourd'hui.
Bon appétit.
Bonjour ma'am, que voudriez-vous manger?
Je voudrais snanger, crêpes fruits et omelette.
Et toi?
Je voudrais manger de la soupe et l'aiglon et l'aligot.
Votre nourriture sera bientôt là.
Comme ça à la mèche.
Tout est la maison est génial. Qu'en pensez-vous?
Tout chez moi, très bien aussi.
Ici, votre nourriture est là.
Merci beaucoup.
C'est bien.
Impressionnant. Comme est la nourriture?
Très bien.
La nourriture était bonne.
Oui.
Voici votre facture. La facture totale est de 70 €.
Faisons un équitable.
Bien.
Merci.
Vendrons au marché éventuellement sur Tom.
Merci.
ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
कमलं विकसति सुन्दर सरसि कखगगणा चटकः गायति चिव चिव गीतं च छ ज ज टिन्टिन्नादं करोति घण्ट ट ठ ड ड ना वर्षा हरिता हरिता ध ध ध पश्यन्तु च तान् लघु लघु मत्स्यं पफ ब म यत्र तत्र चित्रपतङ्गः यरलव शशक शशकौ धावति कूदति शशसः पठन्तु सर्वे वदन्तु सर्वे को
गिरिनन्दिनि नन्दितमेदिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दनुते गिरवरविन्द्य शिरोदिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुटे भगवति हे शिथिखण्ड कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि करे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपद्दिनि शैलसुते
वन्दे त्वां भूदेवीम् आर्यमातरम् जयतु जयतु पदयुगलां ते निरन्तरम् वन्दे त्वां भूदेवीम् आर्यमातरम् जयतु जयतु पदयुगलां ते निरन्तरम् शुभ्रशरश्चन्द्र इन्द्रचारुयामिनी विकसितनवकुसुम मृदुलधाम शोभिनी शुभ्रशरश्चन्द्र इन्द्रचारुयामिनी विकसितनवकुसुम मृदुलधाम शोभिनी मन्दस्मितयुक्तवदन मधुरभाषिणी मन्दस्मितयुक्तवदन मधुरभाषिणी
नमस्कार, मम नाम सहाना अस्ति। अहं सप्तम्यां कक्षायां पठामि।
मम विद्यालयस्य नाम BGS IPS अस्ति। मम कक्षायां 37 छात्राः सन्ति। वयम् अनेकाभ्यः विषयाध्यापकाभ्यः पठामः।
Everybody seems to be here, but what about algebra? Instead, we should look up to the father of algebra, about whom we learned this summer. Al-Khwarizmi the famous, also known as the father of algebra. All about Al-Khwarizmi. He was born in 780 AD and died in 850 AD. He specialized in mathematics and geography, but at the same time had a keen interest in astronomy also. The word algebra itself comes from his written piece called Al-Jabr. The term algorithm was derived from his name, Al-Khwarizmi, algorithm. You see? He was also one of the prominent mathematicians of that time. All the things he did for the world. His contributions were mainly to mathematics, geography, astronomy, algebra, and trigonometry. You need to say a special thanks to him, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this in your fancy computer. Hello everybody, me and my team are here again to tell you all about symmetry this time. So let's get started. Symmetry is a similarity that is found between two halves of an object. If an object is symmetrical, it means it is equal on both sides. Symmetry is something that can be found everywhere. Even nature uses symmetry. For example, consider the pictures of a leaf and a butterfly. They are symmetrical, aren't they? Let's go ahead. There are three types of symmetry. First comes the rotational symmetry, then the reflection symmetry, and the last, translation symmetry. Let's go to them one by one. First, rotational symmetry. Rotational symmetry is also known as radial symmetry. Even if you change the angle of the object, it looks the same. Even if you look at the example of a spinning fidget spinner, you will see that in whichever direction we spin it, it looks the same. That's an example of rotational symmetry. Next, reflection symmetry. Reflection symmetry is also known as mirror symmetry. Even the water makes the reflection symmetry. Then we go on to the last, translation symmetry. This is also called line symmetry. This symmetry cuts a given object into two equal parts. This is the most common symmetry. You can find this in shapes, alphabets, numbers, objects we use in kitchen, for paintings and designs. You can also find this symmetry in your grandfather's glasses. Interesting, right?
From class 7D, and today I am going to show the working of series circuit and parallel circuit. For the making of series and parallel circuit, we require the following materials. First, a cardboard on which electrical circuit is drawn. Second, aluminium foil to act as a conductor for passage of current. Third, LEDs as loads. Fourth, a battery as a source of power. And fifth, a resistor. However, in the case of series circuit, we have used aluminium foil at the place of resistor as it provides with resistance similar to the resistor. And last, a switch which is also made up of aluminium foil and used to open and close the circuit. Series circuit. In series circuit, when a battery is connected to the circuit having two LEDs in it, the LEDs will glow when switch is closed. And when the switch is opened, both LEDs stop operating as they are in series. And in the case of parallel circuit, we have two LEDs connected in parallel to each other. When connected with a battery, the current will flow in both circuits, thus the LEDs will glow. When one switch will be opened, the other LED will continue glowing as the current gets divided in both these circuits. Thank you.
Good morning all, my name is Sid Gandhi and today I am going to show you an invisible ink experiment. So for this experiment we need a blank sheet of paper, some Q-tips, you can use a paintbrush, a turmeric and a rubbing alcohol solution and a baking soda solution. So first we will apply baking soda solution and write something on the sheet of paper. After writing, we will keep it to dry. After drying, we will apply turmeric solution on the piece of paper on which you wrote. So as you can see, it revealed the message that I had wrote. So the science behind this magic is the baking soda solution is a base and the turmeric solution is an indicator. When we apply turmeric solution on the basic soda solution, it changes into dark red color, which is a property of the turmeric indicator that it changes basic solutions into dark red color. Thank you.
Good day to all. My name is Tapasya Rajneesh and I am from class 7C. Today I will be showing a science experiment known as how to make hot ice. It is a crystal that is formed due to the acetic acids in vinegar and with the help of a bit of baking soda. Process, I will be putting synthetic vinegar, at least half a liter. Now little by little I'll start putting the baking soda to make sure that it does not explode at once. Now, to test our exothermic reactions, first I will take a glass of water, dip my gloved finger in it, make sure you put the gloves to be safe from reactions. And now, this finger I am just going to dip it in the glass tumbler of our solution. And within some moment, you will be able to see the exothermic reactions taking place and your sodium acetate crystals being formed. Now our hot ice is ready. As you can see, crystals are formed on it. Your water will also reduce within time. You can also call it hot ice. Thank you.
Hey all, my name is Anjali and I will be presenting a galvanoscope. A galvanoscope is used to check whether current is passing through a circuit or not. It works on the principle that when current passes through a solenoid, an electromagnetic field is produced around it and the magnetic needle of the compass gets deflected. The deflection of the magnetic needle is proportional to the amount of current and its direction gets reversed if the direction of the current is changed. To make this solenoid, a circular frame is taken and 60 rounds of coated copper wire was wounded over it with the two edges left free. Then the two ends of the wire was scraped to remove the coating and a compass was placed in the center of the coil. Let's see how it works. If the two ends of the wire are placed with the two ends of the terminal, the needle got deflected due to the magnetic field. As mentioned before, the direction will get changed if the direction of the current changes as well. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I am Parvir Mani of class 7D and today I am going to do an experiment on acids and bases. As you can see, what I have here with me is acid, base and a natural indicator. In the first experiment, I will show you what happens when you mix this natural indicator with an acid, which is lemon water. So I will take the copper and add this indicator. Now I am mixing the natural indicator with the acid and as you can see, the acid has turned pink in color. Now I will put the natural indicator and now it has completely turned green. As you can see, the acid and base have changed their color because we have added a natural indicator in it, which is red cabbage juice in this case. This is because the red cabbage juice contains a water-soluble pigment called anthocyanin, which changes color when it is added to acids and bases. Thank you everyone.
When one type of rock changes to another type,
under certain conditions in a cyclic manner. This process of transformation of rock from one type to another is known as rock cycle. When the molten magma cools, it solidifies to become igneous rocks. These igneous rocks are broken down into small particles that are transported and deposited to form sedimentary rocks. When the igneous and the sedimentary rocks are subjected to heat and pressure, they change into metamorphic rock. The metamorphic rocks, which are still under great heat and pressure, melt down to form molten magma.
Right to equality is one of the 6 fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution. It includes equality before law, prohibition of discrimination on grounds of race, religion, gender, and caste or birthplace. It also includes equality of opportunity in matters of employment, abolition of untouchability and titles. In simple words, we can say it is the right to live with equal opportunities. It simply treats all people to be the same, and nobody can get a special privilege which will dishonor any individual or group. As per Article number 14 of our Constitution, it guarantees that all people shall be equally protected by the laws of the country. Every citizen, from the Prime Minister to an ordinary individual, is subjected to the same laws. All citizens have access to all public places. It is not a rule of men, but a measure of liberty enjoyed by the people.